Tandio kai banna ku ko atul ka ba alka mun le Allah ta mun le kala ni musolla.
Then Banna asked them, what are you going to do with these women?
Akoni musolla ambo ko min lalaw kan.
The man said, these women, we are going to deal with them. Even if they don't die, they will never be able to benefit themselves again. That was the time when Banna said, I've heard from my grandma that even in war, however bad or however worse the fighting was, they don't do anything to the women. But the man replied to Banna that these are not women, these are just like men. And we were there sitting down. A vehicle came. When that vehicle arrived, they put me inside that vehicle. And Fatmata Jawara was also put inside the vehicle. Plus a lot of other people. They took us to the NIA.
Still focusing on your time at Mile 2. Do you remember what time of the day you arrived at Mile 2? Was it before or after you were supposed to cut your fast?
It was before cutting of the fast.
You told us that Nogoinjai was taken away at the PIU camp.
Yes.
When you, while you were at Mile 2, you mentioned Fatoumata Jawara.
Yes, we were there together.
Was Fatoumata Jawara also at PIU with you?
Yes, we were all there.
Apart from the three women that you've mentioned, yourself, Fatmata Jawara, and Nogoinjai, were there any other women who were also detained?
Yeah, telling you musu sabo mem foteng. Atel men benyo kanje. For atel kola musu do fan tarta jele numbang alikon.
Hani.
No.
You mentioned a lady called Bana.
Temuso to fo ka fo me ye Banna.
Officer
She was an officer, or she's an officer. She was not a detainee.
Was she an officer of the police or the prison?
Mo prison do kulalti bang for police ole mo.
Prison do kulale.
She was a prison officer at that time.
What about the man who came to collect you and Fatmata Jawara and others?
Nyinke omenata kanali kama je tini Fatmata Jawara ni modolu.
Can you describe him?
Samari Kenya kalango fono nyelebang.
Haninto kalango fono.
No, I cannot describe him.
Do you recall if he was wearing a uniform or not?
For hakilo bakana ay uniform ole lumbang.
Ama uniform do.
He wasn't wearing a uniform.
You said that he said a lot of things. Including the fact that they were going to deal with you.
Yes, he was the guy who said it.
And that even if you don't die, you would not be whole again.
Yes, it's the same man.
And he essentially said you deserved such a treatment because you were acting like men.
Yes.
At that point, what was going through your mind when you heard those words?
Through all that ordeal, I just had faith in God because I knew that nobody can do anything without God's destiny.
So after he'd said that, you said you were taken along with Fatoumata Jawara? And
yes.
some other people.
Animodolu.
Ha.
Yes.
Do you remember how many other people were taken along with you?
Foi hakilo sibula bang yatelu menu samba mojellem.
Hani.
No. It was at night.
You told us that they took you away.
Enyum fonyanko bitu yali samba.
Can you continue telling us what happened after they took you away from Mile 2 prison?
Biri yali bondi Mile 2 kasola. Bitun saying afonyeng yali samba mintola ni menketa.
Bondi Mile 2 kasoto.
When we were taken from Mile 2,
Yansamba Banjul, NIA.
They took us to Banjul at the NIA premises.
You already told us that this was sometime after you prayed the Nafila prayers.
Eko keta biriye nafilo ke foka pare ulemu natali samba.
Ha.
Yes.
Can you tell us what happened when you arrived at the NIA?
Birali futata NIA mune keta je. When we arrived at the NIA, we alighted from the truck. By that time, I heard people shouting, screaming. People were screaming. And that screaming was high and too much. Then I said to Fatmata Jawara, I told her, you are a young person. I told her, don't be afraid. I told her to have her faith in God. I said, a person cannot do anything to a person without the will of God. The shouting and the screaming I am hearing here. I told her, there is no peace here. There is no peace taking place in this place. Only God can help us here. I told her, well, don't blame anybody. Don't do anything also. Let's just have faith in God. It's only Allah. That's the time they took us into an office.
Before that, when you heard people shouting and screaming, what did you think was happening to those people?
I know what was happening. It could be that they were being beaten. They were being seriously tortured.
And from where was that, those shouting and screamings, from where were they coming from?
It was the screamings were coming from the interior part of the NIA compound.
Do you recall for how long you heard the shouting and screaming?
It took a long time. The screaming went on for a long time.
You said after that you were taken to a room?
Yes.
Can you tell us what happened next?
When we were taken into that room, myself, Fatmata Jawara, Langmarong,
Falan
Sonko.
We
were made to sit on a table. A man came there and started asking us my name and surname. I told him my name and surname. He asked me, we came out, but why did you people come out? I told him, well, the reason that took me out of my house, I was going for a marriage ceremony. He said, no, that's not true. That didn't bring you out. You people have been sent. That's why you came out. I told him, there is no need for me to tell you lies. What happened, that's what I'm going to say. He said, then if you don't tell us the truth today, he shouted and insulted me. I told him, whatever you do,
Nkai wallahi.
I swear to God.
Nkai yo tanti kalifentin konga nteta fani ala mola.
I said, a man, a human being, swearing is what I believe. I will not do anything else. After that, somebody also entered from the door. He also insulted, a very nasty insult, and said we should get up from that chair. He said we should sit down on the ground. I refused to get up when I saw him coming. I got up. He came and kicked the chair. The chair hit Langmarong on his side. I became very, very, very unhappy. He said, let me sit down on the ground. I said, I will not sit on the ground. I told him, this chair that you removed us from. I told him, you just have powers in your hand, but this chair belongs to all of us. I said, but Allah is better than all of us. He said, you are calling Allah, 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 but after we deal with you, you will forget about who is Allah. I said, well, don't call me mayor, call me your age mate. After that, another one came who was also very angry. And he said that as far as I didn't speak the truth, those others will not speak the truth. A man came and stood at the door and said, Fatou Camara. I said, yes. He said, come. When I was going out, I was looking at that man. On the whole, somebody was standing around my left side, whom I didn't even see. The moment I took out my leg, he put a bag over my head. When he put that bag over my head, they took me up and took me to another place. He took me into a room and put me on a bed. It was just like a table. He said, Fatou Camara, I'm questioning you. You refuse to speak the truth. Who sent you people out? I told him, nobody sent us out. I said I was going to a marriage ceremony. He told me that you cannot be a chairwoman. Something like this happens and you were not aware. I told him something that I am not aware of. I will not tell you lies. He called another man called Haruna. He said, Haruna, bring the sticks. When Haruna brought in the sticks, he said, let me open my mouth. I closed my mouth. I said, no, I will not open my mouth. He caught hold of my neck and said, and my throat, and said, let me open my mouth. I said, no, I will not open my mouth. When I refused to open my mouth, he said, let them get hold of my hands and legs. Some got hold of my legs, some held my hands. I was lying on that table. They beat me up and beat me and beat me until I fainted. I fainted. I wasn't aware of anything. When I became unconscious, they lifted me up. They took me out. They poured cold water on me. I was lying there for quite a long time. When wind blew over me, I regained consciousness. When I regained consciousness, I realized that I was lying in grass. I became puzzled what brought me into this grass. So what was around my face, covering my face, I wanted to remove it. I cannot, I was unable to. That was the time I called Allah's name. I called Allah's name and said thanks to Allah. After that they said, oh, she's not dead. They came back for me again. They came after me into that grass and started whipping me up, beating me up again. Well, I went on calling Allah's name, La ilaha illallah. A man came there running, I don't know him. He told them, stop, this woman is causing you people. They started arguing amongst themselves. They said, she's calling Allah's name, but she's not causing us. They said, when they were arguing themselves, they said, men cannot call Allah's name. It is the women who have sweet voices. They were arguing with that man until that man was able to get me out of their hands. That man also lifted me up. He took me and placed me at another place on the whole. That place also was a door. I was lying at that door. My throat went dry. I told them to give me some water to drink. Somebody brought some water for me. I just wanted to raise up my head to drink water. Somebody came and kicked that cup of water and the water all poured away. So I was unable to drink. I was just left lying there. The things that were placed on my head, I was trying to remove it from my head. The door where he placed me, somebody came out of that room. When that man also came and found me lying there, he also kicked me.
We're here to listen to you, so take all the time that you need. If you would like to take a break, please let me know.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
When he kicked me, I fell down again. When I wanted to get up, I was unable to get up. I was just lying down there. They came again and lifted me up from there. Some held on the other side, the others held the other side. They took me to another room. When they took me to that room, they made me sit down on a chair. They asked me, told me, Fatou Camara. At that time, I was even unable to speak. I said, They said, I was asking you and you refused to tell us the truth. They were insulting me, very nasty insults. Those insults, any sane person, a good person, will not even utter words like that. I told them, whatever happens, I cannot tell you lies. I think at that time, most of their leaders were there. There was a table around there. There was a man called Tamba Masire among them there. By that time, Tamba Masire was also shouting. You decided to give me vinegar, saying that I'm going to kill all of them. Give me some vinegar. I'm going to kill all of them. He went on insulting continuously. So when they asked me, I was unable to talk. I also saw Fatmata Jawara there. They brought her also for her to talk. If I want to talk, when I open my mouth, my chest becomes congested. Because there was a man who informed them that this woman's tongue is now limp. She cannot talk. She said, no, I have to talk. They were arguing amongst themselves. Again, I fell down and fainted. I was unable, I was not conscious anymore. When I became conscious, I found myself in another room. I was lying in that room. They brought in Fatmata Jawara. When they brought in Nogoi, when Nogoi lied down, when I shouted, then Nogoi said, you Sarahule woman, you are also here. I said, yes, I am here. Then Nogoi took my head and put it on her legs. For a long time I was there. By that time I was having a serious headache and I was also dizzy. Nogoi got up. Where they were beating us, that's where I left my head tie. Then Nogoi went for my head tie. Nogoi came and tied up my head until it was really strong. Again, I went unconscious. Whether it was daytime or night time, I was unable to know whatever. Until in the late evening, a man came in there and they said, a doctor. When he came and checked us, but the doctor's name I cannot remember. I was even aware of the doctors coming there. After that, late at night, they took us to a small hospital. I was lying there until daybreak. Then it was on a Saturday. I looked up and Nogoi told me, Fatou. I said, yes. She told me that, well, we should thank God. I asked her, where is this place? What is this place? She said, this place is a hospital. She told me that a doctor came to come and check you people. I told him, but I don't know whether he'll come again to come and check you up. But he said he was going to inject you people, but I said no, he shouldn't do that. So we should all be careful. Let's all be careful about ourselves. Then when I got up and I wanted to go to the restroom, I had to sit in a wheelchair. When I went to the restroom, all what I urinated was only blood. For 15 good years, I was urinating blood.
15 good days?
Till 15 days, I was urinating blood. Then the doctor came and said, I came here to inject you. If not, the blood coming out of your body will be exhausted. And if there is no more blood in your body, you will die. I said, no, I will not have any injection. His name was Dr. Sanyang. Asked me, why are you not ready to be injected and still you are urinating blood? If we don't inject you, you are going to die. I said, Dr. Sanyang. I said, I give thanks to the Almighty Allah. The Almighty Allah who created me, I give thanks to Him. Said Dr. Sanyang, when I was free outside, I used to hear a lot of things, but now I have seen it with my own eyes. I said, somebody who committed suicide will never see the Prophet. If I allow you to inject me, I will die. I know that's what we are doing to people here. I said, if I die now, put me in a blanket and give me to my people. They will wash me up and pray for me, and they will bury me.
Madam Camara, thank you very much for telling us what happened.
Madam Camara,
we will come back to the information after the break. And I will ask you a few follow-up questions. And then we will continue from where you left off. Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, it's time for the break. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Council, and thank you, Mrs. Camara. I'm truly sorry that you had to endure such brutal and horrific torture in the hands of agents of the state.
Chairman ko se haketu nyinkata balafati ye tajire ya nkruya membekela mfangulu la banku dingulu menu ko be doku wala mansa kundaye wolle yo jaw yake aniwo tajire ya ye wolle ketela teng.
We will take a 30-minute break and then come back at 5 minutes after midday.
Mbita miniti tan sabada hala mbe murula nanjang nin talantan nim fulata mbita miniti lulula.
Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Bengo banta ala baraka.
Welcome back, everybody. Council, are we ready to continue the proceedings? If you are, please proceed. Thank
Indeed, we are, Mr. Chairman. Can I ask that the witness be brought in? Good afternoon, Madam Camara.
Madam Camara, kwa abeti nyanna, be kontona.
Yeah, konfana konton juro mwenda.
Yes, good afternoon.
Did you have a good break?
Alhamdulillah.
Thanks to God, I've had a good rest.
Are you ready to continue with your testimony?
Yes, I can.
Prior to the break, you provided a very detailed narrative about the torture that was meted out to you at the NIA premises in Banjul. You provided a lot of information about what they did to you. I would like to ask a few specific questions just to get additional detail about what you've told us. So it is not my intention to go over the entire account again. You provided a very good narrative of what happened. You mentioned that when you were first taken into another room, one of the first things that they said to you was that you were the chairwoman, one of the chairpersons, I should say rather, of UDP. And you were claiming that you were not aware of the demonstration. They seemed to know who you were. Apart from the name that you provided, Haruna, did you recognize any of the other NIA officials?
At that time, there was no one I could recognize because I was blindfolded.
And you told us that they referred to you as a chairwoman.
Yes.
Can you tell us what you were chairing at the time or what you represented at the time?
At that time, I was a chairperson.
Of where?
UDP.
At the UDP.
For which region?
Where? Ibo Town.
Ibo Town.
Ibo Town, Joshua.
Ibo Town, Joshua.
You said that they held you, they put you on a table. And they held your hands and legs. I know that at the time you were blindfolded. Could you tell how many people were in the room with you?
No, I was not aware of that as well.
Did they say anything while they were beating you?
Yes. They were saying very bad words which a normal person would not say.
And what were they saying to you?
God knows those are very horrific words which I will not be able to repeat here.
Even if you can't repeat what they said, can you give us an idea of the types of insults that they were making against you? What were they driving at?
Hanning ima akuma sayite lokuma kangulu kambari isa fono nyenne mun nendir façon mo safo ko musuma nendirol lem falla fo ba nendirol lem fo mun nendir façon lem.
These were insults bordering on the woman, very terrible insults, insults of the mother also.
And as part of these insults, did they say what they would do to you prior to beating you?
They didn't tell me what they will do, but what they made me to know was that if I did not tell them the truth, but then I saw to it that they did not want me to tell them the truth, but to tell them lies. And it was better for me to die than to tell lies. Because the judgment of this earth is a lesser one compared to the judgment of the hereafter.
You said that they were beating you until you fainted.
They beat me until I fainted completely.
Can you tell us, could you figure out what they were using to beat you? What kind of material?
For a senior phono ila miro to beli pakanu mum fem fason nela.
Le parole fangola become le maro ima neni be fon te teleno no be
they had whips in my back. It was swollen and I suffered cuts there.
Were you able to estimate for how long they were beating you?
For isa irikanola ila wo butero ay wati jelleta metal fo wati jelu.
It took a long time. Because they beat me until I fainted. And when I realized, when I woke up, I found that I was inside the grass. And at that time, they had poured water on the whole of my body. My wrapper was completely wet.
You told us that they beat you until you fainted.
Yes.
You regained consciousness. And they beat you again until you fainted. Second time.
Yes. Yes. One man came and took me off from their hands.
At what point were you taken to the panel that was then asking you questions?
Wati jumalom ye samba wo molu nyati lungula menu ya damuta ke nyini nka kumakangola.
I'm referring to the panel that included Tamba Masane.
The panel damen Tamba Masire ka kumeye.
That happened that same night.
Was it after you had fainted the second time or was it before that?
Amunta ilaketo fulanjangolomba mfodung janiye ketulem.
Birin ketuta yen samba biri ketu botana ke wonata chika kanan landi.
When I fainted
and
I regained consciousness, one man came and took me away and placed me on that door, and this guy came and kicked me. That man kicked me where I was lying down, and other men came and found me where I was lying, and they took me and dragged me to that panel.
Do you know if that panel could tell whether you had been tortured?
For wo panelo men ye sambaje wo molu men vije for ibe al halo men to nimmo yeje balon le be al halo men to ba
yeah
ye samba panelo men nyati lingula so ibe samba la je tumo men fo momondi nyaaye je ba lonno le ko ete men ketela
amo ibolon.
You would know that. Yes.
Can you tell us why you say that?
Afanye munan ya fuko balon le momondi yeje
barot mamanta amono mandi amono
because at that time I was unable to walk, unable to talk.
You told us that after the panel asked you questions, again, because of the condition you were in,
Katu ibe bata men kono nu wutumo.
You fainted again?
Inata ketule kota keje.
And then you only regained consciousness when you found yourself in another room.
Tobote kunna da men wutumo lo yefanje bundo kono. Yes.
And that was the room where you saw Fatoumata Jawara and Nogo Njai.
Namunta wo bungo kono le ye Fatoumata Jawara ni Nogo Njai je woleto.
Yes.
And at that time you told us that you were very dizzy.
Ako tumo yenyim fanam foko e nyabe mininkang.
Yes.
Did you faint again after that, or were you conscious throughout?
Ako wo dinkirato Fatoumata Jawara nyulbe inibe dameng. Fo inata ketule je fanan kota ke bang fodung ima keto man boy kanje.
Jani kata lopta jani kan samba loptano to onata ketu jele fu yen samba loptano to keto e mbula loptano la.
Before I was taken to the hospital, I fainted there again. I only regained consciousness when I was taken to the hospital.
When you were taken to the hospital,
Biri e samba loptano.
can you tell us if that hospital was within the NIA premises somewhere, or was it outside the building?
Loptano me ye samba je. Abe NIA la kordale kono bam fabe NIA la kordae bantalale.
Abe otema ji.
It was in the middle there.
And you told us that when you regained consciousness,
Andu yenyim fonyanko brinketo botela.
that was when Nogoy told you that a doctor wanted to inject you.
Mutumolo nogo ya fanko doctoro natale mellafte pengula.
Yes.
But she told the doctor not to do that.
Bare iko nogo iko doctoro e kana pengu.
Yes.
And she told you to be careful.
Mutumola ko isi hakilotu.
Yes.
You said the doctor came again while you were conscious.
O eko doctoro nata murunna neje kote ke bawutumo keto bote kungola.
But you still refused for him to inject you.
Bare hanimbi ibalanta imansong aye pengu.
Yes.
You said that you had heard a lot of things
Yenyim foko katu yekuma jamal le moyi la kuoluto.
regarding people who had been injected
Molu meni alon ko nene ye pengu.
and they subsequently died.
Andungol dolu nata fale.
Can you tell us what you are referring to? What are some of the examples that you recall?
O santiong lu dolu foi hakilo sa mutanole nene menu pengu nata fa batabu.
Hani kwa minkamu e mol kafo nka sosoroke.
No, just like I used to hear people talk about these things, but I usually deny it.
You told us that when the doctor offered to inject you, it's because you had been urinating blood for about 15 days, correct?
Ako doctoro lafte pengu la nyina kanko katu atata le fotil tanni lulu e kayelo le jalamuta.
Yes.
Do you know why you were urinating blood?
Ako foi fanga yalo no munan e kayelo jalamuta nu.
Ala yalo malo. Haninke binkamire.
God knows I did not know. Up to till today, I keep thinking about it.
You told us that it lasted for 15 days.
Yenyum fonyanko atata le fotil tanni lulu.
Tiltani lulu.
Yes, for 15 days.
When was the first time you noticed that you were urinating blood?
Ya korosi watu jumale follow ka foko yeyelo le jalamuta.
Biri keto botana lenko beta jonkonto.
After I regained consciousness, I said I was going to the restroom.
Natambula pususo kono.
They put me on a wheelchair
Samba jonkonto.
and they took me to the restroom.
Tata biringa suguna ke ngakalam da kongo kayelo le suguna.
I went, and when I urinated, I realized that I was urinating blood.
Nata fu yem konko yelo le suguna.
I then told them that I was urinating blood.
Sergeant Jeng.
Sergeant Jeng
Anata fu koto kube fero kala ko asake yelonte.
said that they were going to try other means, all they could. It could be that that was not blood. So for the next time, when I wanted to go to the restroom, they brought a tin inside the room. Sergeant Jeng came to realize that, in fact, this was actually blood. It was after that the doctor came in.
Had that ever happened to you before?
Ako fo nineketela numbang janning wo nyin kolu bekela.
Hani nana moji.
No, I never saw this before.
Did the doctor tell you why that was happening?
Fo doctor onyim nata fo en munan na wobeke kambang.
Ani amo fa inte fa woni doctor man biato bara natale ngai tendela ko ntempingula bari birimbe bantanga ko mum be moy Allah taala man so yin natija abe saniyata maka ko fo banta be kerinde man son doctor yima.
Well, I refused to be injected because when I was outside, I had a lot of things that happened to people at the NIA. So this is why I refused to be injected. There were things which I denied at that time. But now I saw it with my own eyes. This is why I refused to be injected.
I'm trying to understand if the doctor was able to tell you why he thought you were urinating blood.
For Dr. Onying, I jubel I afraid the lilo me yakendi be yelo sumunaka.
Nogoy was the one who asked him that, and he said it was due to the beatings.
You told us that this had never happened to you before.
It never happened. I never saw it.
And it lasted for 15 days.
It lasted for 15 days.
During those 15 days, were you still at the NIA premises or were you taken elsewhere?
I was inside the hospital.
Which was within the NIA premises, correct?
Yes, I was inside there.
And the doctor that you have been referring to, was it always Dr. Sanyang, or were there different doctors that attended to you?
Dr. Sanyang kilingule kamuruna mfodo ika Dr. Dole nata.
Okola bire Dr. Sanyang ya for sajini yoko del manso ala jara rola. Anata Dr. Donati muno solet.
After Dr. Sanyang said to Jeng that I refused to accept to be treated by him, they brought in another nurse.
Do you remember the name of the nurse?
The nurse's name was Fatou Dabo.
You explained to us one of the consequences, which was urinating blood. What about pain? Did you feel any pain at that point?
That time, the kind of pain I used to feel, in fact, dying was going to be better for me.
Can you tell us where you felt pain?
That time, as I am like this, I was unable to sit.
My other eye, where they hit me, continued to bleed.
Apart from that, did you have any other injuries?
The wounds were many. Even my hand, during those times, it was unable to do anything. It is only now that it is better.
You're referring to your left hand?
Yes, my left hand.
You also mentioned that the pain you felt was was unbearable. You would have rather, it's almost like you'd prefer dying, I believe was the word that you used.
yenyum foko yefa wala fisa o diminguti.
wallahi aken torot.
To God, yes.
Can you try and describe that pain to us so that we have a better understanding of what you felt and where you felt it?
Dimingu nyin na jawyan laftawle kalango lonna pro dimingu nyin ala dimingu asembo aketa nyaadi le ani balo min to ni min to le fonga ye batandi dimingu to kendake.
Kata biri na ndike. Ni bebe yitiro ndo abete. Mbuka sino. Mbuka lano kalano dami ngada ha wala muninga. Nimbe salila. Nkallale te ngansali.
In those days, the pain was so intense that from my back, coming down to my sides, coming down to my backside, to my thighs, they were all paining seriously. In fact, if I had to pray, I had to lie down on my stomach and pray, but I cannot move certain parts of my body.
When the nurse, Fatou Dabo, arrived,
Bring Fatou Dabo nata no so nyi.
can you tell us what kind of treatment or what kind of medical assistance she provided?
Afonyeng ay mun jaral façon le keye wala ay topoto no nyaadi le.
Biri Fatou Dabo nata.
When Fatou Dabo came,
Utata borol sanna.
she went and bought some medicines,
Football lal kani boro min pompe.
the kind, the dip spray, she bought it.
Yole sang.
That it was what she bought,
Ani bor keso dol.
and some tablets,
Ani ni penicillin tulumal.
and penicillin, which was in creamy form.
Sai biru nata ya di Fatou Dabo la.
When she came,
Nyako Fatou Dabo.
I said, Fatou Dabo,
Ite o musolet intel mo musolet.
you are a woman and we too are women.
Intel be mani banko dimolet.
And all of us are citizens of this country.
Inte moti jam kwata ken lata min.
There is no single person here that I can trust.
Nga nyellan nan di wo sotoyla.
And this is what I have to tell you.
Jani be mol mala.
Before you would touch us,
Ibi kalila nyela kafu kibe mol mako ela ite kela njam falate.
you will swear that you will assist us and that you will not betray us.
Afana nata fani ala sontala ta njam fala fana yeminu abo kelal.
Then she told us that if God wills it, she will not betray us and that she was going to do all she could to help us.
Otumole anata so ala jara rola.
That was when I accepted her to treat us.
Ni fano keta nuye mol samba ka anku.
So when morning comes and we were taken to be washed,
Ni nata isila nga na pompo ni lay balu kan.
and when you come and you lie down and she starts pumping you with this deep heat,
Akadanku yuju soleto.
you used to feel it inside, even up to your heart.
To bor kesol fana dianan kami.
And she also gave us tablets which we drank,
O nata di mol tala.
and that helped to
Furma di mol.
subside the pain.
Nga obe o wato mbuka sino.
All of that time, I was unable to sit.
Nani karakili wo.
This side,
Yelo kufuta jele fakete.
I had a swelling there.
Rosani sinkili mo faun lan jurula.
It nearly paralyzed my leg.
Nga nata tu o nyama ji.
I was in that situation.
Afana yala kata kol ke wax deug yala manja am faade.
She did all her best to honest to God. She did not betray us.
Bari biru ya kalam ta tumo mina kabentelu mako e kanne.
But once they realized that she was assisting us,
Do mandi mo mate famu mutay banko bulala borto.
they nearly arrested her. She had to abscond and run away from the country.
Atata Senegal.
And she went to Senegal.
You told us that the first time you tried to go to the bathroom,
Yenyum fonyen ko sinya follow me lafta tala nun jonko la.
you had to use a wheelchair.
Sindi pus ole kan.
For how long did you continue to use a wheelchair?
Yo wati jelle ke pus kono e continue ta katara pus kono fo wati jelle.
Bir nga wati ke wala fam kam fam forcé pour si wol kanana lanjur.
After some time, I began to force myself to walk so that my legs will not be paralyzed.
Fatou Dabo nari won ni ko beta jonko na ka pusu so nat lan kay makoy.
When Fatou Dabo came, when I want to go to the restroom, I will tell her to assist me.
Sabulu dum ko to ay makoy en samba jonko.
She will put her arm under me and assist me to go to the restroom.
You mentioned a Sergeant Jeng.
Yes, Sergeant Jentolefo.
Do you know if he was a member of the NIA or if he worked for a different security outfit?
Yalon ne fo abedu kola nun ena ewle bang fa bedu kola bunda dole.
Atile mo operation commander what?
He was the operations commander.
At the NIA?
NIA.
Yes.
While you were at the medical clinic within the NIA,
Wato mebo lopitan ndinguto NIA korda kono ji.
did you have any conversations with any of the NIA officers apart from the Sergeant Jeng?
Na manke nyin sergeant jente fo inin NIA do kula dolu dia mutale jebang.
Honey.
No.
Can you tell us how much time you spent at the NIA?
Afanye ye wati jelle keje yetilo nanga mo benkeje.
I spent a month there.
During that period, that 1 month period of detention,
Ako wo karkili muto me yake o dinkirado.
can you tell us a bit about the conditions at the NIA?
Foi si afono nyedo mandin kul belari nyamin NIA sansango kono albeda min kul beje nyamin.
So a bit about the facilities where you slept, for example.
Dinkiralo beko alkela damin anin alla sura ko la karol.
Whether you were provided with any food,
Fo e ka domoro dialla le bang.
and whether, for instance, you had visits from family or relatives.
Fo dun albadi ngulu e ka sonne yenale kumpa boje fanamba.
Tani muka mojeji.
We never saw anyone there.
Domoro fana uko domoro nata nyanga mfamali buka dom.
As for the food, they used to bring the food, but we were the ones who never ate it.
Urlanna balia kamam ko domoro dom.
Because of a lack of trust, we never ate their food.
Yo Fatou dabo ya fo sageni yako Fatou fili amankende adu moli afa sumo bula amal songo sumo bula buko sonko domoro.
Fatou Dabo said to Jeng, Fatou is here, she is sick, and we have advised her to stop fasting, but she still insists on fasting.
Sa biri jeng nataji.
So when Jeng came there,
Ay nogoy le nyininka.
he asked Nogoy,
Ako nogoy ngamu le ko domoro di ala buko domoro ke mulle man la programme ot.
she asked Nogoy, I heard that you used to be supplied food, but you normally don't use the food. What is your problem?
Nogoy nata fa kanta la domoro domula bari anyalo ne Allah tele kamfa.
Nogoy said to him, we will not eat your food because we know that you want to kill us.
Ako nogoy kano umiri asoto katati la fo ubantil fa alaji.
He said to Nogoy that don't have those kinds of thought in your mind to say that we want to kill you people.
Nogoy na anata fa nogoy nata fa ako hanin utel ta fa la nogoy nata fa ya hakai ateli min lantil kalsam fa no.
He said to Nogoy, we are not going to kill you. But Nogoy said to him, of course, yes, because what you have done to us, you have shown that you are capable of killing us.
Anata fa nogoy ko sa tili wotili.
And then he said to Nogoy, now from now, every day,
Mal fo tanlul le mbo fo 25.
I don't know if it's $50 or 25, I have forgotten,
Ko tili wotili obanteli NIA.
that for every day, that amount was for us at the NIA.
Nogoy nata fa ko sila ala kara sa ni drink sola ni drink so mun yalo ko mu ye sango vitaminol soto.
Now, Nogoy said that we should be using the money to buy drinks that had vitamin.
Sila ukatawale sa udring sole sa
So we were buying those kind of drinks,
ya natani
and they'll bring it to us
ye momo tadila
and give each one your own.
momo itami.
Each one of us will drink our own.
Sila labon to lundo nogoy ni sajen diamuta.
In the end, Nogoy and the sergeant spoke.
Sajen ko kaya mo konte ka sunne.
The sergeant told her that he heard that I was fasting.
Akonga mi aslante ndemu dankar lanka dankarole.
He said to her that what made him fearful of me is that I am someone who is cursing them.
Ngai sergeant tebu ko dankaro kede.
I said to the sergeant, I am not someone who curses people.
Ngai ni dankaro ka katalale.
I said to him, if you curse, it used to spread out.
Ngonga Allah Ta'ala man so ko.
I said to him, God the Almighty said that
Ngemo ala marchandise olet.
we are all commodities of the Almighty.
Ni marchandise o man silaka marchandise do toni.
If the one commodity is not afraid of troubling the other,
Nko marchandise o mi tonya tika yadi alala.
that commodity that has been troubled should submit itself to God.
Ngai mbuka dankaro ke nga nyaldi alala.
I said to him, I don't curse people, I only entrust myself to the Almighty.
Adumole fananka sergeant akayanka ni be borle ye bori.
One other day I said to him, Surgeon, if you want to run, run.
Ajelata ko mulat nan kai bori.
He laughed and asked why I asked him to run away.
Ngai mi gat nal ka mol bute ya ka mol fankala man sa ya bantal.
I said to him, the person on whose behest you beat people, his government has come to an end.
Ajelata ko nogo yente sondo motiyata.
He laughed and said to Nogoi that I have lost my mind.
Ko la tan tebe dir inte ko kadiyam.
After that, I kept quiet. I never spoke.
Akate borlate karo akatale sin Dakar
He said he will not run away, that each month he used to go to Dakar
kata bortala.
to go and take medicine.
Atena ta borla.
He will never run away.
Adu ya na ta bola jam fan.
And that Yaya will never leave this place as well.
Ko nutel yo butero ka watu wotu male ka power soto sembo.
He said that each time they beat people, that is when they get more power.
Ngai abitiata.
I said to him, well, fine. Yes.
I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened to Nogo Njai as well as Fatoumata Jawara.
Aka benyini kala kuma dantalla menketa nogo injaila anim Fatoumata Jawara.
You said Nogo Njai told the Sergeant Jeng that after what you have done to us.
Ko nogo injaila nyimfo Sergeant Jeng ko atelier ko menken tolula.
She didn't trust him.
Amal lala koteke.
Did she tell you what happened to her?
Fire for in the menketa telabang.
Ako.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Bebo bunkili wala ko.
We are all in the same room.
Can you tell us what she told you?
Afonyeng ateye mune foite.
Ate mulla fanye wote nyabalal. We afana lipalenga.
It's not what she told me. I was seeing her. She too was beaten.
Ate mo sembe malet.
She's somebody who is well built.
Ate no kalatal.
She fought with them.
But ate sembo balal.
Because she's a bit powerful.
You said they beat her. Can you tell us what you observed?
Iko ya lipale ila cross roto muneketa.
Ya lipa afana batata watu do labuka tamano Fatoumata Jawara bari biru ba lipala otumo akende ya bata ngalabonto akija faro suto mumeonka ko motale.
Well, she was beaten mercilessly, and there was a time when she also cannot walk. Sometimes I help her, but at night I have to hold her head to steady her down.
Are you referring to Nogoy Njai or are you referring to Fatoumata Jawara?
Nogoylo woti for Fatoumata Jawara.
Nogoni Fatoumata Jawara be.
Both of them.
So essentially they had a similar experience to you.
Amunta ko menkete la o nyongole keta ulufanana.
Inshallah wala katawla.
Yes, exactly.
You said that they were beaten mercilessly, as you put it.
Ko ya fanya me ye fanal bute nya jaw. Yes.
And it was even difficult to walk.
I can defend tamu fan koleata.
Yes.
Can you tell us if you observed any other injuries or any other difficulties as a result of what they experienced?
Afanye fo ye baramadolu soton ne bang me yalonka se mantora itela jero kola ilawo mantod bilawo bute rokono fo hakilo se oje bang.
Ko fanay mantoro soton.
Yes, they also suffered they were brutalized.
Can you give us examples of what you mean?
ako foy si santiangul fono nyene ila kumo koto momenti yalo ya fa ko balo dulalu faratale duladu funuta
Novelen bono ko ndi wo katitalen.
Nogoy's finger was broken. Nogoy Njai.
Fatou Jawara defan lani be awututalenu.
Ala mumfeng.
Akomate abele wututanu.
Fatmata Jawara's back was all over bruised.
You mentioned that when you were taken to the NIA, you were taken along with other detainees apart from Fatmata Jawara and Nogoy Njai. Do you know what happened to the other detainees apart from the women?
No, the others, you never see each other with them.
You said you spent about 1 month at the NIA.
Yes.
Where were you taken after 1 month?
Inside that 1 month, the sergeant removed us from the hospital where we were and took us to another room. He opened the first door, opened the second door, and then put us into the third room and locked it up. We were there until Usenu and others came out inquiring about our whereabouts. That was when they removed us from the hospital and took us there and hid us there.
When you say until Usainu and others inquired about your whereabouts, which Usainu are you referring to?
Usainu Dabo.
How do you know that him along with other people inquired about your whereabouts?
Yes.
Sergeant stated that.
So after Usainu and others inquired, Usainu Daba and others inquired about your whereabouts, you were moved to another room.
Sergeant bring ayo nyininka roke alla kuola drong yali bondi obungo kono yali samba bundoto.
And eventually after 1 month you were transferred out of the NIA.
So atata hanfo karimume okola lo inatali fintindi NIA kono.
Yes.
Can you tell us where you were taken next?
Silambri yali bondi oto yali samba mi.
Mile 2.
They took us to mile 2.
Can you tell us how long you spent at mile 2?
Afanyen kotake yewati jolle ke mile 2.
Mile 2 on hakilo mutai wati dantande kije yansamba court.
I cannot recall, but we spent a little time there, and then we were taken to the court. They brought us back. One day, as I was sitting down, a paramilitary vehicle came in. They came and said that they were there to collect us and take us to Makati.
You said that you were taken to court while you were at mile 2.
Yes, in Banjul.
Can you tell us what you know about the process at the court? Do you recall if you were charged with any crime?
Yes, of course.
Do you recall what crime you were charged with?
They said we came out to demonstrate without a permission, without a permit, and that was an offense. That was what they said.
Do you recall what the outcome of the case was?
Kito nying. 4. Ifang hakilo samutalo kito natala banyadi.
Unarantelu chikaja ntel kito malaba unarantelu chikaja kantelu samba.
The court did not last. They came to pick us up to take us away.
You said that you were taken to Janjanbureh. I believe you said Makati, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Can you tell us where you were taken exactly?
They took us to the prison that is there.
Can you tell us the conditions of the prison?
That prison was bad. In fact, when going there, I had to lie down inside the vehicle until we arrived there because I was sick. Okay, we were put on board a big truck and a tarpaulin was put on top of the vehicle.
For Makati.
Until we arrived at Makati at a very late time in the night. When we arrived there, the paras took us down and handed us over to the people at the prison there. They put us all in one room and locked up the doors.
We suffered there a lot. It's not a small suffering. The place of sleep was also not good. The food was not good. We found one woman there. Her name was Awa. She was the one who used to hide food and steal food for us to eat.
Even on our beds, there were maggots walking around on the beds. These small insects and small flies that fly during the night, we have to endure sleeping with them on the bed. In that room, we go to the restroom in that same room. That is where we also do everything. We found One day, I became emboldened and I said to Nogoy and Fatou, this woman that we see, she puts on a veil and I think she's a Muslim. Let us plead with her so that she could allow us to go out and be performing ablution. Fatoumata Jawara said that I should not tell her that. I said to her, no, I will tell her. God willed it. She came. Once she opened the door and came inside, she greeted and I responded. I got up and sat down. I said to her, Anatara, and she answered. I said to her, I am going to plead just for one thing. You have arrested us, it's true. I want to plead with you so that I can be able to fulfill my religious obligations, so that you could allow me to be going out and be able to perform my ablution.
so that I can come inside and perform my prayers. I said to her, where you go to the restroom and you come back and do all other things, to come back and pray in that the same place is not something that is acceptable. She said no, that she will not do that, that we should not feel air outside. I also said to her, I present you before God. I said to her, imprisonment, you can do that to us, but you cannot take my religion away from me. She went out and she left. She got out and left. After that, Fatou Jawara said to me, you know, I told you not to talk to her and you insisted. This is good for you. Now they took us to court at Mansakonko. When we went to the court, the court did not end. The police, the head of the police was there. I think his name is Sharawale at the Masakongo police station. He said that nobody would spend the night there. And he said also that our situation was that the women were not feeling well, the men too were not feeling well. That if we spend the night there, it could be that one of us would die. And if there was a death reported, it would be said that it happened at the Masakongo police station.
Then they said, whatever they are to do with us, let them go ahead and do it with us. And that same night again, they brought in a truck and put us on board a truck, and we went back to Janjambure and arrived there very late at night. Then the following day again, we were brought back to the court. Well, thanks to God, the people there helped us. That day, many of us saw our family members because people came in abundance. We saw our family members. We saw our loved ones. That day, there was no court again. Now they just decided that they are going to lock us up. 3 years imprisonment with hard labor. That's how they took us back. When they took us back, we were there. I felt sick very badly there. When I felt that, they took me to another place. I don't know whether it was a hospital or an ordinary house. They fixed drips for me. They wanted to inject me again. I refused. There was a man who came there and said that I am a doctor. If I leave things with him, you will not spend even the day here today. That was the time I agreed for him to inject me. I was brought back. At night, when I was praying my nafila prayers, an owl came through our window. When that owl came in, I heard the owl making noise with its wings. I continued praying. When I was ready, the surahs the Quranic surahs that I can recite, if I read any surah, I blow the wind towards the owl.
Can you, I'll allow you to finish that because I want to ask you a couple of questions and then I'll hand over to the commissioners who may also ask you additional questions. So please finish telling us that story and then I will ask a couple of quick questions and then hand over.
Ako kadu silang alaftale purka ila kodi komisona labari alaftale yin dinkira bang satala so ni oto bang satala kumadanta babula be nyinin kala menula jalna be la kota la kamurundi komisona lukan
so I biri ngoke
after I did that
kunon nata bui
kunolu nata
aboita kikewani mboita
the owl fell down
ira aboita doro Fatou Jawara khar urta.
After it fell, Fatoumata Jawara shouted.
Anati notona.
She came to me
grabbed me
and held me. I said to her, be calm and put God in your affairs. That was when the guard ran from the back and came. When he came, the bird got up. And he also said to the bird, if I had found you here, I would have shot you. Nogoi was sick that night until she was flat. The day that the bird came, that was the day that they took her to the Bansang hospital. God having it, Nogoi was admitted there, and as a result, she announced my incarceration at the prison to the whole world. When they took Nogoi to the hospital,
that's the time when the prison officer said, even if you people are going to die here, we will not take you to the hospital anymore. Because when Nogoi was taken to the hospital at Bansang, whoever comes around, whoever Nogoi sees, she will announce their incarceration to those people so that they can announce it to the outside world. Within those few days, the officers gave them tough time there. They went on telling us very nasty words. We also kept quiet. With the grace of Allah, they later removed us from there. By the grace of Allah, they removed us from there and brought us back to Mile 2.
Can you tell us when you were finally released from prison?
I spent 8 months there.
And do you know what led to your release?
There was an election. After the election, we were released. After we were released, all of us went home. But we were going to the courts from time to time. When the court day comes, Husseini will call us and we will go to court. And God having it, at the end of the day, we were all free from it.
Can you tell us what impact this entire experience has had on you and your family?
Ay munkule sabu itema sondomola karola ila hadama ya la karola inila dimbaya lu ni badingulu.
Alhamdulillah barana la kila tantula.
I thank God.
Badingulu yakata.
My family, they tried.
Momo yemin no yake.
Each one, whatever they could do, they did.
Dimbaya fana alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.
The family too, thanks to God.
Abuka fitino bay abuka ni kuya bay.
Well, one has to bear in mind that always there will be trouble. But I thank God, my colleagues also stood for me. They didn't leave my family members alone. They all helped my family members. They had enough food.
Feto Fatou man dese.
They had clothes. I had nothing but to pray for the whole of the Gambia. To pray for Usainu Dabo and his family. Juma? To pray for Auntie Yamseka and her family. All members of the UDP party came to my house. They all did whatever they could. They all tried very well for my family. People in the diaspora also did very well for us. It's not only for me. They did very good things for all of us. None of our families went hungry or had suffered anything else. But so if I was able to come out and live to see the day today, if I don't extend my thanks to those people, then I am not a good person. My sincere thanks to Antuman Gay, the lawyer, and his team. They did very well for us. They were able to do a lot of things for us. Even the small community where I live, they decided to collect money and the people around and bring it for my family. I am extending my sincerest thanks to all of them, and I thank God. The people who are also here today, your intention is to establish the truth here.
It sounds as though you're giving your final closing remarks. Perhaps whatever else you want to add to what you've already said, you can say after the commissioners have asked questions. But I would like to thank you very much for answering my questions. Mr. Chairman, I hand over to you for additional questions and the last part of her final remarks as well. Thank you.
Council ko ay ko sawundi commissioner la karola niwlu fanar be nyinin kala isi nyinin kanu ni operator e financine la kumo kum fadulake.
Thank you very much, Council, and thank you, Mrs. Camara, for coming to testify before the Commission.
Chairman ko ay council numbara wolem loyati me nyinin ka akabe te fango fana Mrs. Camara abe numbara la abe jaila isonta inata yesede yaro ke commission nyati limula.
I have only a small comment before turning to the commissioners.
Akaye kumandin ne soto alafta mem banke la jannabe kodi la commissioner dolla.
Yente karandi bide kula nene mamemlo.
Ako ya karandi kula biya nene mamemlo.
Wala mo.
You have educated me on something which I have never known, that a member of the Camara Kunda was able to bring down an owl through the verses of the Quran. I thought that all of them were unbelievers, which is why when I am told that a member of the Camara Kunda is an imam, I don't usually believe it.
But Al-Quran sorol turn into
but to turn the verses of the Quran into a weapon to kill an owl.
But anyway,
but as I said, that is wisdom for all of us here.
Besides that, a brief comment. I just want to repeat what I said earlier, the tragedy that you had gone through and the suffering and in the hands of agents of the state is outrageous.
Ako wo kuma kan ko la lafta men la je wolem yeman toro ni jarabo ni ngaibo men taki molu bulu men ya lon ko lu fanglu mu man sakunda do kula leti ako ku jaw bale moti.
Truly sorry about that.
Ako mu bala fatia be hakdan la ise hakatu wala.
Commissioners, if you have any questions, don't you please indicate.
Commissioner lu ni moy ñinin kar soto ako isa itandi.
Fine. With no questions, Mrs. Camara, if you have any closing remarks to make, please proceed to do so now.
Wairi Commissioner lu mo man soto men be ñinin kala silang yekumo kum fadula men dati no sitente ilafta mun kuma kan ne sindila gambian ko lu makotake ya to laban.
What I want to give to Gambians, that is to say that what happened, let nobody pray to God that such a thing would happen again. Those of you that are also seated here, with your good intention and your advice, thank God, people said that they are going to come to differentiate fruit from falsehood. Let us all return and become one. Let all the minds become one. You two are doing a great job here. God that stands for his people, may he also stand for you. I also want to call on my fellow women, those that are inside the Gambia here, those that also ran away and left the Gambia. Let them all come out and come to the TRRC here and testify. I want to assure them that there is truth here. And as a human being, no matter how angry you are, you are able to speak your truth. It will add on to your life. It is better to keep that in your mind and keep thinking about it. Where I am seated here, I am with my children and my grandchildren. I could have refused to come here and testify. Coming here is not helping myself. So for women, I welcome you all. Come here and tell the truth. Defend yourself and defend your country. What we came out from, all of us have seen it. So that God will protect us from such a thing again. What will prevent us from that is when truth is different, is taken out from falsehood. So I am calling on everyone, let everyone come. I will once again thank members of the diaspora to also
extend thanks to those who have been praying for this country. When I went to Senegal for treatment, their journalists came there to interview me. They even asked me, is there a place in the Gambia when you have serious trouble in the country where your elders will go and pray to God? Is that place in the Gambia? I told them that, well, there's no such place like that in the Gambia. I told them in Gambia, there are very religious, good religious people. Even during daytime, you can see somebody going. You think that if that man is a foolish man. But during the night, you don't know what happens between that man and God. And Allah. I told the journalist that this is what's existing or this is what's happening in the Gambia. I told them even our children, a lot of them are religious. And even two people meet at a place. They pray to God, they open their arms and pray to God. Then one of the journalists said, well, that's the end of everything. Don't even bother to ask again. He said, the reason why I asked you, people who go into the Gambia, they counted countries where they have gone through, where fighting took place. And now you come to the Gambia, what happened here becomes so cold now. Well, that has really puzzled them. Then the journalist said, now I believe that the Fatiha and praying to Allah is so powerful that there is nothing which it cannot calm down. So I am telling Gambian people, God has given us a very mighty gift. God has given us a gift that the whole world is envious of. We have people here now who are here to establish the truth. Come out and give the truth. So that just the slogan says, never again, never again, never again. The whole world is envious of the Gambia today. And those with knowledge have also tried. I am very, very, very happy about this council. I really appreciate the council. The job that it's doing in this country. If other good citizens join up hands to this commission, we will say mighty thanks to God. I am saying thanks to you. May Allah help you. May Allah give you long life and prosperity. You started with the name of God, Bismillah. May it be completed in the name of Allah, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. May Allah give you all long life and good health. A human being can never be able to pay you, but Allah will reward you. May Allah reward you in this world and in the hereafter. May Allah make no one regret your good deeds. In the name of the Holy Prophet, and in the name of Allah, and in the name of the Quran. Thanks to God, I am happy.
Thank you very much indeed, Mrs. Camara, for those very wise closing remarks, and also for your prayers.
Inumbara bake Mrs. Camara yo kuma kendo lumenu fo yo dua lumenu ke aning ye londo memfintindi jang chairman kabe numbara la wala.
We'll take a lunch break and come back at 2:30.
Mbita konton dahala nyin tembe dahande wala konton wato between simurun and jantalam fulanintala.
Council, you have
I do.
Please go ahead.
I was hoping that we would take advantage of the 15 minutes before the break so that we could start the next witness and then continue after the break.
Oh, that's okay with me. Actually, we can even suspend the lunch break.
I wouldn't go that far. But if we can just have about just less than 5 minutes to do the switch over, then we can start now.
Fine, but we would suspend, not adjourn the meeting for 5 minutes, so
Indeed.
we can say thank you to Mrs. Camara.
Indeed,
Yeah,
yes.
Thank you so much. Meeting is suspended for 5 minutes. We will resume our proceedings. Council, are we ready with the next witness? She's already in the chair.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, commissioners and members of the audience. We are ready to proceed with the next witness. She's already in her chair. Mr. Usher, can you kindly swear the witness?
I, Juguna Suso,
Nte juguna suso.
do swear
Mben kalila ko.
I'll speak the truth,
mbeto nyale fola
the whole truth,
to nyada mang
and nothing but the truth.
adunte fem fola men manke to nyade
So help me God.
woto alama ale yendema
Good afternoon, Madam Suso.
akoy tinyang madam Suso
Welcome to the TRRC.
bismillah TRRC.
Thank you for agreeing to testify on such notice. We really appreciate that.
inumbara isonta kana sede yaro la wati sutun kono woriata nyambake abaraka
We met briefly this morning,
na ben sutun ke nyin somanda
and as you know, my name is Sagar,
koy fana yalo nyame nto musagar leti
and I will be the counsel assisting you with your testimony before the commission today.
ntele mu loyati membe nyinin kala ila sede yaro kono bi commission nyati limula.
We have a few guidelines here at the commission which we would like to let you know.
Tarambulo dolu bijang menu mansia bari lafta kawuli yitandi la commission nyati limula jang.
And this is to facilitate delivery of your testimony in the best possible way.
Woldum musilo leti menu be mako ila puri la sede yaro ke asesono yano nyami.
We want you to feel comfortable whilst you give your testimony this afternoon.
Laftale yesi kuke yedda ha fenkane batandi ni ila sede yaro kono yesi nya nyimake.
So please assume a very comfortable sitting position.
Woto si nya men si idahandi mente batandila yela sede yaro ke.
Please draw the microphone close to you.
Microphone katandila nang satara itekari jimila kang.
And this is to avoid you leaning forward to speak or straining yourself whilst you give your testimony.
Wala mnyinti ko nibe sede yaro la satara itekari wulla ka jimi microphone ka isitara siri ndorong yetenku.
As you are testifying in the Mandinka language, your testimony will be interpreted in English.
Wairi ibe sede yaro la Mandinka kangoto bitung ila kuma kango ibekari ya kanna sorla angale kangoto
as well as other local languages.
Anim bankola kankotengulu so kanna soro beke kang.
So please speak slowly
Isidia monyi sumayandi domandoma
and clearly.
Ando asisenea fanang.
Wait for my questions before you respond.
Ando isala nyinin karo batu hanfo nate ya kangoji wokola itesinate jabi.
I will also wait for you to complete your answers before asking further questions.
Andu nate nyininka atefanam bete batulale hanfo yela jabirofo niye kangoji utumu atesine nyininka.
This is to prevent overlap in our speeches
Munyine tipural la diamulu kanasele nyokang
and also allow easy interpretation.
satara kanna sorla lu fanalu sia kanna sorno asono yata nyami.
I just want to remind you that there is no need to rush.
Akabe hakilo bulandila ko hauja kutije.
So please take your time
Isila watu ta domang
and explain to the commission everything that happened to you
isafo komisongo ko be men ketela isa sata.
so that we can all understand the circumstances that you found yourself under.
Burumbe sa fahamu ye fanje kolu menu kono men ketela aselong.
If at any point
Ni watina ta soto
you would like me to repeat my question,
ay nyininka kumala ima fahamu wala ilafta ay sayakan
or you would like to seek further clarification
wala ilafta ay kumoni mboye nyoto
on any point,
wati
please do not hesitate to say so.
kana minin isa nyininka doron kana sika.
If you would also like a break at any point,
Ni tata han fo futata tembeto ilafte dahala domanding
just let us know.
isa ko indimma.
We are going to be addressing a few topics today.
Mbe fanna lumenu mala dia mokono bi.
We will look into your personal background so that we know who you are as a person.
Follow mbe te fongola kibaro le mala jumale mu iteti.
We will look at events that happened after the 1994 military takeover.
Mbe kolu jube la 1994 sojar kudeta ko la mbe ofana njibe la.
Your experience during the events of the 1996 UDP presidential campaign nationwide tour.
1996 UDP campaign menke banko ka otumo president carte fayo binala yekolu menu je okono.
We will also look at the events that happened in 2016.
Mbe kolu fana lu jube la menu keta 2016 sangokono.
After the death of Solo Sandeng.
Solo Sandeng na saya kola.
Your subsequent detention and trial.
Ina ate muta wato menke kitindi.
and the human rights violations you suffered as a result.
Ani hadamaya nyantolu menu tinya itela karola ibatare bata melle kan.
We will then finally look at what impact those violations have had on your life.
Ntina jube wo mantora jawlu menu ya kela wonata mune sabu ima ila baluoto ila hadamayato.
In terms of your health.
Ila jata kende ala karola.
And the lives of your family and loved ones.
Ani ila dimbaya ala karola ni kanunte kotengulu.
I hope you have clearly understood everything that I have said.
Malon fayala kumobe fahamula membe foyeteng.
I understand.
Are you ready to proceed with your testimony?
Ako sayi iparetele purke la sedeyaro damutabang.
Yes.
Please give us your full names.
Sayito kang itoni kontongo ya fonyeng.
My name is Juguna.
And what is
Suso.
Where do you live?
Akoy besiri ming.
Besiri Wulinkamal.
I'm resident at Wulinkama.
Where is Wulinkama found?
Ako Wulinkama be minto mafalne.
It's around Brufut. If you're going to Brufut, you get to Wulinkama.
When and where were you born?
Ako iwulu ta minto le anin sanjuma.
I was born in Dipakunda.
Do you know your date of birth?
Foya ila wululu ngolon ne bang.
I don't know my date of birth, but I know how old I am.
Please tell us how old you are.
Yes, anji jelle soto.
55 years.
What is your occupation?
Ila do ko mumuneti.
I was working at the hotel school.
Do you remember when you were working at the hotel school?
Foya kilo bakane yedu ko ke hotel school wato meng.
No, I cannot recall that.
Can you situate the time you were working at the hotel school with any major event at that time so that we can have an indication as to what time you were working there?
Ako foy si mira aning ibedo ko la je wato meng. Aning kolu mennu benta banko kan ka foko nyin sankari nyin kukar leketa wayatara lembe do ko la je pour ka taman sero li jibe dro.
The coup d'etat found me working there.
I beg your pardon?
The coup d'etat found me working there.
That is in 1994.
Olem 1994 sangoti. Sojaroli banko ta sangomeng.
Yes.
And do you remember how long before that you had started working at the hotel school?
Ako foy sey hakilo sa mutano yesanji jelle ke do ko la hotel school janning wo coup d'etat bekela.
Well, it took some time, almost up to a year.
And what were you doing at the hotel school?
Hotel school.
I was a cleaner then.
Was the hotel school under any particular ministry or government department?
According to hotel school, abe mansakunda la bunda jumale koto.
Tourism.
Under the tourism.
It was under the Ministry of Tourism, is that correct?
Tourism le koto no tumo.
Tourism le koto.
It was under tourism.
And how long did you work there?
Yes, anji jelle ke je do kola.
I cannot say that, but after the coup d'etat, not long after, I left the work because there was an election after the coup d'etat, and there was campaigning at the time. That was when I left the work.
Can you tell us under what circumstances you left the work?
Fesa fono nye dalilo me ya sabu ye do ko bulabang.
I had a problem. That was why I left work. There was one woman there at the hotel school. She was a member of the APRC and I was a member of the UDP. We used to go to work. I used to do the cleaning and she worked at the kitchen. She worked at the kitchen. While I'm doing my cleaning, she used to disturb me a lot. Because she was in the APRC and I was in the UDP, so she used to dress in APRC colors. So I said, well, let me leave the work. I left there and went to the office.
Minister of Tourism.
At the Ministry of Tourism. I got there. I told them that I came to pick up my salary from the paymaster. They said, yes, this one is on the campaign and therefore she does not have time for even our money. I said, let me leave this work. Because the soldiers were in government and I was with Usenu. And if I should continue working, they may come and trouble me. So I left the work. I wrote a letter and resigned.
And those were the circumstances under which you left your job at the hotel school?
Yes,
that was the reason why I left work.
In July 1994, where were you living?
July 1994, where
I was in Pipeline at Lawyer Usenu Dabo's compound.
Can you tell us who is Lawyer Usenu Dabo?
Lawyer Usenu Dabo.
Lawyer Usenu Dabo is the leader of the UDP party.
Can you tell us how you came to live at his compound?
Usenu's grandparents, we are their praise singers. Who was Bakari Dabo? He was Usenu's grandfather, and that was he was the cause why I came and stayed with Usenu.
He went and took 3 of my grandparents. They are the praise singers of the Dabo family. The whole lot of our family, our praise singer family, praise singers to Dabo, to Usenu's family. But these are the 3 people he picked and said they are going to live in his compound. Who was Bamba Suso, Numukunda, Malandi. They brought them to Bansang. They were given a compound in Bansang and said they will not stay in the compound there. They are going to bring them into his own compound. And the place called Sambatako. There is a piece of land which belongs to him there. He also gave them a compound there too. This is how we became to stay. This is how we came to stay with Usenu.
So, in short, Madam Suso, your family are the griots of the family of Usenu Dabo. Is that correct?
Amunta ka sutiandi dorong amunta atelmu Usenu Dabo la almui la jalo leti.
Antelmu la jalo leti.
Yes.
Yes, we are the griots. And I am telling you how I got to live at Usenu's compound. He came and May came and picked me from our house.
It's okay, Madam Suso, I don't want to interrupt you, but all we wanted to know is just the circumstances surrounding how you came to live at Usenu. Let's just move on now.
Silang bitung alaftalon na drong alning Usenu nyule nyo soto nyaming way woto sene yatale.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You mentioned that in 1994 you were actually living at his house. Is that correct?
Akoy nyum foko 1994 way atrelebe Usenu la suokon.
Yes, I was in Useinu's compound.
After the military takeover in July 1994, did anything significant happen whilst you were living at Usainu Dabo's residence?
Akubirin sojaro le bankota 1994 July karokono. Fokukuma nata sotele ba mem keta utumwebe Usainu la suokono.
Yes, something significant happened.
Kindly start by telling us where Usainu Dabo actually resides.
Afanyang Usainu Dabo be sirim mintole.
Pipeline.
At Pipeline.
Please proceed and tell us what actually happened after the July 1994 military takeover whilst you were living there.
Saying tenteng ya fanye muneketa July karo 1994 sojaro le bankota tu momenna wokola munena take.
Sojaro le bankota tu momenna.
When the soldiers took over government, which was on a Friday, on the Saturday they came to Useinu's place. I was cooking breakfast. Jalika came rushing in. Said to me, Juguna, the soldiers have arrived. The children ran and got into the house. They came into the house. I said to Jalika, Bismillah. I left cooking breakfast. I stood inside the parlor. Soldiers all packed into the parlor. 3 pickups. Gamsel pickups. Gambia?
Airways.
And a pickup belonging to Gambia Airways. The 3rd pickup, I don't know where it came from, but they were 3 pickups. All of them alighted and came inside the house. They filled the whole house with soldiers. After they filled the whole house with soldiers, they asked where Usainu was. I told them I did not see Usainu. They asked me, since yesterday you have not set eyes on Usainu? I said, well, I have not seen Usainu. I said, because there was a coup d'etat yesterday, and all telephone lines were cut off, and Usainu is not here. They said, you are not speaking the truth. I told them Useinu's wife is not here. Useinu's wife was mine. And they said I was not speaking the truth. I said to them, well, the key is here. Go inside and check. They said, okay. They said, they told me if Usainu returns, that he should go and answer at State House. But that if he fails to come, whatever he sees, that would be it. I said, fine.
Can I just interrupt you here, Madam Suso? Can you remember this precise date of this event?
The takeover happened on Friday. They came to the compound on Saturday in the morning.
You mentioned a particular Jalika. Who is this?
Jalika mento for Jumale Moti. She's a cousin to Usainu.
And at the time that these soldiers came to the house, you were there with Jalika and who else?
Wato menyi sojarol binaje inin Jalika lebe suokono je aninjuma. Plus Useinu's siblings and some other children who were entrusted to Usainu.
And how old were these children?
I cannot give their ages.
Were they very small children or older children?
Some were small children, some were a little bit grown up.
You also mentioned that soldiers came into the house. How did you know that they were soldiers?
Iko sojarol dundanam bungo kono yalo nyaadi le ko sojarol lem.
Uniform wala du.
They were in uniform.
What kind of uniform were they wearing?
Mu uniform façon nu le bela.
La soldier uniform wala du.
Soldiers uniforms as they used to wear.
Can you give any further description?
Ako foisi afono uniform oli nyilibe nyamengi kuloro luane.
De kuloro fono namanke film mada kala bululet ngamen.
Well, I cannot give out the colors. It might be black or blue.
But you remember the uniform as being the uniform of the soldiers.
Bari hakilo ya amra ko sojaro le ka uniform façon le mudum.
Ko le fanandu.
Yes, that's the type of.
Apart from wearing uniforms, how else were they dressed?
Hana manke uniform molti ila dum fengolo be nyaadi le.
Ye maskol.
They were putting on masks.
E jallo le ke nyaada le yasit.
They put webs around their faces and they tied it. They came and stood inside the room.
Were they armed?
Ako foy nin jorangol le nata bang.
They came with guns.
And at this point, where was Usainu Dabo?
Ako nyin tembe Usainu Dabo be mintole nu.
He was in Kanifing with his wife.
Thank you very much, Madam Witness. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for now because we're eating into the lunch break. But when we come back, we will continue from where we stopped off. Thank you very much.
Akoy numbara Madam Suso afelentin dunta konto wato kono barabitu mbedan na janne follow hanfo ning da habotala insi tente ngakululo da men satawto.
Mr. Chairman, it's time for the lunch break. We'll stop here and then continue afterwards.
Thank you very much, Emma Council, and thank you very much, Madam Suso. We will take a 1 hour break or 1 hour and 5 minutes and come back at 2:45. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Chairman ko numbara Madam Suso ako loya fana ya numbara mbita de konton da hala ne fonga murunna.